Hi besties, and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Destiny, and if you are returning, hey bestie girl, I missed you. I'm so happy that you're here and welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title of this video, this is going to be my March 2025 recap video, as well as sharing all the raw and real and sometimes not so happy and fun moments. I do want to have a space to share all the highlights and my favorite things and all that jazz here on the channel, and I feel that these monthly videos would be my outlet to do so. So if you're into that, grab your matcha, grab your coffee, grab a snack, comment down below what you're drinking or what you're snacking on, and let's get into my highlights for the month of March 2025. So this month I was able to get back into my hosting era, and I hosted a game night here at my apartment. I used to host game nights and things almost every single weekend. Having a chance to get everyone together is always a big highlight for me because as adults we're all busy. Our schedules don't always align and we don't always have a chance to get together. So when we do, I'm always really grateful and I'm always happy to be the person to gather us all so that we can do something fun. In addition to hosting, I was also hosted for a fun gamey day. I attended my friend's beer Olympics, and you guys, it was absolutely awful. It was fun, but it was awful. I am not a beer drinker. This was my first time having beer. So the combination of never having beer and having that much within a couple of hours was not great. I, first of all, lost all the games, so I did not win a trophy or anything. The beer got to me and I went upstairs and went to sleep, legitimately went upstairs and went to sleep. And then when I got home, the next 2 days I had hives all over my face because I did not know that beer contained traces of nuts and I am allergic to everything. So that being said, it was fun while I was there, but the repercussions of my actions were not enjoyable. But it happened and I did it, and I wouldn't go back and change a thing. Another highlight of my month was celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Honestly, I don't know what St. Patrick's Day is for. I don't know why it's celebrated, but every year I do. A little backstory if you're new to the channel, I am a dance fitness instructor. I'm an instructor for the dance fitness format Mixed Fit. And for St. Patrick's Day, Mixed Fit was able to be a part of an event in downtown Container Park here in Vegas where we dance on the stage, we dance in the grass, all that jazz. So I was able to go to that and hang out with all of my dance fitness friends, and then after that we went to eat at Nacho Daddy, which is one of my favorites, and it was just a fun day, again having a bunch of people that I love together to celebrate a holiday that I'm not sure why it exists, but I got to wear fun cute green accessories, so I'll take it. Another highlight of my month was going to Stoney's Country Bar with my best friend. I am not a country music gal, I'm not a line dancing gal, but my best friend loves to go, so I was like, I'll go with you just for the experience, just for the vibes. And wherever I go with her, I have a good time. And although it's not my space and I probably would not go back anytime soon, I did have a really fun night with her, so I wanted to include it in the highlights of my month. Another thing that I was able to do this month was go pottery painting, and I have actually never gone pottery painting before, so it was really cool to go in and be able to pick my piece. I painted a mug with like a flower monstera vibe on it, and it was actually really enjoyable. It was a very like calm, fun way to hang out with a friend, and I definitely recommend it and would definitely do it again. I would show you guys the final product of the piece, but my friend actually picked it up for me since I was out of town and I haven't seen it, so hopefully she came out cute. But I really enjoyed doing that and would definitely want to do that again. And last but not least, but probably my favorite memory of the month, was my weekend trip to San Diego, which was actually this past weekend, which I vlogged and you will be seeing sometime in April. But my best friend had a work conference in San Diego, and she invited me to come hang out for the weekend that the conference was wrapping up, just so we can explore and do all of the things. So I took PTO for half of the day on Friday and took the quick flight from Las Vegas to San Diego, checked into her hotel room that she already had, and her family was also in town for the conference. They all work in the same scope. So Friday night I hung out with her family while she was finishing up work. And then we grabbed a couple drinks, hung out in the hotel. The next morning we went to breakfast, and I explored Liberty Central, Liberty Circle, Liberty something. I'm not sure the name of it, but it was really cute. It's kind of like Town Square here in Vegas, where there are a bunch of shops and stores, but there they were more like small businessy kind of places, which is really cute and fun. I really like that kind of thing. There was a flea market, an antique store kind of vibe going on down there also, so I was able to walk through that. From there I headed back to the hotel to meet back up with her, and we went to Belmont Park, which is like a pier amusement park kind of vibe. We didn't ride any rides. Sounds like I didn't do anything, but we did a lot, and it was really fun. We walked around. Us Vegas city girls were able to see the beach. Ironically, we both don't like the beach and we don't like sand, but it was really fun to walk around and take pictures and eat all the foods and drink all the drinks and all the things. And from there, we went back to the hotel to attend the dinner for the conference, but we actually ended up missing the dinner. So we went to dinner, and then we were invited out on the town with some friends that we had made, and we were like, should we go? We have a very extremely early flight. And of course we went, because that's just me and my life, the real and raw. I just do things for the plot. And we went to an R&B night, which was super fun. We went to a country bar, because you know my best friend has to always fit that in. And we ended the night at an arcade kind of bar, which was really fun. From there we went back to the hotel. We got back to the hotel at about 3 in the morning, and our Uber was scheduled to pick us up and take us to our 6 a.m. flights at 4:30 a.m. So we did not sleep at all. We got back to the hotel, packed our stuff, and went straight to the airport. And then from the airport we came back to Vegas, changed our clothes, and taught a dance fitness masterclass. So a weekend was had, but it was so fun. I wouldn't change a thing, and I would do it again. So many fun memories were made, and I feel so happy that I am in a space that I am open to trying new things, doing all the things, saying yes, making new friends, growing my friendships, because and it just shows me that I have really truly healed from my breakup, my move, all of the things, and that I am genuinely happy and coming out of my shell. And I don't know, I'm just so grateful, and it feels really good to get to this point when you didn't know that this point existed. And the message to end my recap of all the highlights of this month for me is that everything gets better. You would not be put into a position that you are not made to be put into and grow from. And once you reach the end, it will all be worth it. So those are all of my favorite things that I've gotten into this month. I realized that I actually did a lot, and I probably need to slow down, which is my plan for April, because we are entering a new quarter of the year. Before we talk about what my upcoming plans are for April, I do want to get into my favorites for the month of March. Okay, y'all, the first favorite that I want to share with you guys is this coffee creamer. I have been absolutely sleeping on the Chobani creamers. If you watch my vlogs, you know my creamer hyperfixation was with the International Delights cinnamon bun creamer. I would put it in my coffee, I put it in my matcha. Right now, I am obsessed with this Chobani cookie dough creamer. This is what she looks like. If you see this in your local store, please grab her, and don't say that I never told you anything, but don't sell her out because I am obsessed. As for coffee, I drink the bottled Starbucks sweet cream cold brew, and I put a splash of this in it, and my coffee literally tastes like I'm drinking chocolate chip cookie dough. It is so good. I used this in my matcha today, and I actually did not love the combination. So I think for my matcha, I want to try, it's also Chobani. I got the cinnamon swirl flavor, and I think that might be better fit for matcha, but this with a coffee with a cold brew is my go-to drink right now. Like, I'm stepping away from the matcha just so I can have this in coffee because it tastes so good. My next favorite is one that I have raved about here on the channel, and I'll rave about it today, tomorrow, next week, next month. This is going to be my signature scent probably until I pass away. Chelsea Morning from Lush has absolutely changed my life. Everywhere I go, I get compliments that I smell like a sweet dessert, that I smell so good. What are you wearing? Where'd you get it? Where can I get it? And it's this, Chelsea Morning by Lush. If you're a Lush girly and you like Super Milk, the hair conditioning spray, this is the perfume dupe for that. And personally, to me, this smells better and lasts longer. I use this every single day. It also comes in a bigger size, but I like this one because it can go in my purse, it can go in my bag. This fits in my little wallet. She's only $45. She's not super expensive like the other perfumes that I would buy from Sephora and all the places. I'm absolutely obsessed. She's like a sweet, lemony, delicious gourmand smell. It's really sweet. So if you're not a sweet girl, you would not like it. But if you're a sweet girl, please go into Lush and smell this. I signed up to be an affiliate with them because I have fallen in love with Lush and their products. Everything is natural. The staff in every single Lush that I have been to is so nice and so fun. They are truly girlies in there. So if this is your vibe, pick it up and let me know that I put you on. The next few products that I want to share with you guys are actually my skincare routine for hyperpigmentation. To know me is to know that I have been struggling with hyperpigmentation. I have spent hundreds, probably thousands of dollars searching for products that can help get rid of my dark spots, and I think that I am finally seeing the end of the tunnel. Right now I have concealer on, so don't go by my skin right now. Underneath this, it's a wreck, but it's a wreck that is getting better, and I put that miracle onto these products. So for my cleanser, I've been using the La Roche-Posay Mela B3 Gel Cleanser, and this is what she looks like. Specifically, this cleanser targets dullness and uneven skin tone, which is the hyperpigmentation that I'm targeting. So with this cleanser, I use a pump or two all over my face. The lather's really nice, and it leaves my face feeling clean and not like oily or that I didn't cleanse it enough, which I really love. After cleanser, serum wise, I have been rotating between two options. First is actually the La Roche-Posay Mela B3 serum. So it's a serum that goes with the line of the cleanser, and this is what she looks like. She comes with a dropper, and I do a couple drops here, a couple drops here, a couple drops here, because that is where the worst of my hyperpigmentation is. And I just tap it in and let her dry. And on alternate days when I'm not using that, I'm using the highly coveted and favorited Faded Serum by Topicals. This same vibe, just where the mass of my hyperpigmentation is, I rub this in. I also really love how moisturizing this is. It leaves a nice like glow on my skin, but we all know her and love her. As for sunscreen, I am using the La Roche-Posay Mela B3 UV Daily Sunscreen. She is the final product of the B3 line that I have been using. Super moisturizing, she gives you a good glow, and it's sunscreen to protect your skin. And lastly, to hold it all together, the queen of it all, the queen of my heart, very vintage, very, our grandmas used to slather it on our face, Vaseline. I've tried locking in my products with Aquaphor. I've tried locking in my products with the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I liked both, But what has been working, don't know the difference, is Vaseline. And I just used the original healing jelly and with the blue cap, and it has been working wonders for me. I also use it on my lips as chapstick. I've used it on my feet to make my feet softer. I use it on my hands to make my hands softer. She is everything. And that is the hyperpigmentation skincare routine that has been working for me, helping me so far. I'm slowly but surely seeing results and am not breaking out because of these products. I just want to remind everyone that not everything works for everyone, but I do want to share what has been working for me, because maybe it'll work for you too. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But if it does work for you, please let me know. And you're welcome. And those are all of my product favorites that I have for you guys. Now I do want to get into my little book reading corner part of the video with you guys, because I am back in my reading era and I want to start sharing what I'm reading and how I feel about what I'm reading with you guys. In March, I actually only finished one book, and it was Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is book one of the Hoops series by Black author Kennedy Ryan. I actually wanted to read this whole series in February because I wanted to read a series by a Black author for Black History Month, but I just didn't get to reading. I had just started my master's program and was trying to learn how to balance things, so I didn't get to do any for fun reading, but I actually was able to finish this book in March and I absolutely loved it, absolutely swallowed it up. There are a lot of triggers in this book, so make sure to look up the trigger warnings before you pick it up if you're interested in it, just to make sure it doesn't affect you negatively or anything like that. Iris is our female protagonist. She finds herself in a relationship with a professional basketball player that goes wrong, and after meeting the male protagonist August by chance in a bar, they end up rekindling, and it just tells a story about Iris and her bad situation and how August becomes involved in that and how their relationship comes into play and results. And I adored this book. I personally am not affected by most triggers and things like that, so this was a good read for me. I'm like leaving it at a 4-star. It wasn't perfect because some of the things I was like, this is a little lot, not what I expected in this book, but really good. I really liked it. I will write out a review for my Goodreads and also post a review over on my TikTok. So if you're interested, I have those links down below. But this was the only book that I read in the month of March and I really liked it. And I plan to finish out the series in the month of April. So look forward to hearing what I thought about the other 2 books. I did it, you guys. I started the series that everyone is saying is going to ruin my life, and that is the Mindfuck series. The Mindfuck series is 3 books, and it is about a female protagonist who is a serial killer and a male protagonist who is an FBI agent who works to catch serial killers. Like, you had me at that. I'm only on chapter 2 of book 1 and I'm absolutely obsessed, and I can't wait to finish everything on my to-do list today so I can curl up in bed and read this. So this is another one. If you have triggers, I'd probably look them up before picking up this book, but so far so good with this one. I kind of hinted at what my TBR for the month of April is going to be, but here they are. I'm wanting to finish the Mindfuck series as well as finish the Hoops series. The next book in the series is Block Shot, which is about Jared and Banner. And then the third book is about Lotus and Keenan, and Lotus is Iris's cousin who she's really close to, so I'm really excited to read the third book. I believe this series also has novellas. Let's see. The order of the series is Long Shot, Block Shot, Hook Shot, Hoops, Shorts, and then the Close-Up. So I think after reading these, I might order the novellas and read them as well, because I feel like I'm gonna really love these 2 books as well. And that's gonna be my TBR for the month of April. It's giving a lot of pages, but I am finishing up my research class for my master's program, and I feel that, and I just registered for my next course, which is more of like a history of social work kind of course. So I feel like the paper writing will be less intensive and I'll probably have more time to read for fun. Fingers crossed. That is it for this March 2025 recap video. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know how you felt about this kind of video down below. If you prefer the vlogs, if you prefer the sit down videos, if you want me to mix in more sit down videos, let me know. This channel is not just for me to create memories and videos to look back on, but also for you, because you're watching it, you're consuming it, and I want you to enjoy what I put out, and I care about your opinion. So let me know. I appreciate you staying for this whole video. If you like me, check out some of my other videos. Here on this channel, I also post my podcast episodes for the In Your Business podcast. It's a really fun, really funny, submission-based podcast. So if you're into that, check that out too. I am at Andrea Destiny, literally all over the internet. TikTok, Instagram, Goodreads, everywhere. I'll have all my links down below. Make sure to follow me, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on this video. Follow me on my other platforms to keep up with me. DM me, say hey. We can be friends, we can be besties, whatever you want to be. I want to be that too. And I love you so much. And I will see you next weekend with another video. Smooches!